the um, ensaymada or croissant. It's almost the same process how to make the croissant. This is Rose Gegner. Please check me out on my YouTube. And so today we are making bread, and let me get take out the whole thing. So yesterday I made this croissant, and somebody asked me if I can show you how to. I'm getting my bowl. Um, how to make this bread that I made brought yesterday. So I'm gonna show my friend, and might as well I show to everybody how to make this croissant. So anyway, we start with. So I have here. I already have floured my counter. We're gonna start with 2 cups, 2.5 cups of flour. There we go. I have a whole bucket of them. So 1, 2, 2.5, and then 1 cup for the road. We always need 1 cup on the side because that's for our kneading process. So I'm going to reheat. I have here about, I'm gonna add, it's gonna be 2 cups of, it's a mixture of milk and water. So I'm gonna build up this milk, so I'm gonna add a little water. So I put that in the microwave, and while we're waiting for that to heat, so we need 2 teaspoons. This my teaspoon here. So here, okay, and then we're gonna get 2 tablespoons of salt. Okay, so you want that nice already, but I'm gonna show you how I did this thing, and I didn't need it yet. I just so this dough, it's, as you can see, I should have this thing. Let's see. Hmm. Here, let me get my milk. So, oops. Let me close that. So in here, so you want this milk. You can touch it. See, it's really hot. So I'm gonna have to add a little more water so that it keep it toasting up some. You don't want this really hot. You just want lukewarm. Okay, now I can put my finger longer. Okay, so that's the one we want on this. So you add a little bit at a time because you want this loose the dough. Okay. It's hard to work one hand. So you want this a little loose. Okay. Right, that's good. That's good. So really, we only need 1.5 cup. So you just keep folding like this. Keep folding. Okay, so that's it. And then you let it rise. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna cover this on the plastic wrap. Take that out because that's one bread there, right? So make sure, see the water, this mixture is a little hot. So what that does, that active, deactivate the yeast. It's waking up. Whoa. So cover this up. All right. So what we're doing now, we're trapping the so in here, I have here, as you can see, it's already double, and this is about 45 minutes. So now what we're gonna do is to put that there. See, as you can see, look, it doubled the size. So I'll put this one done with that now. So it is around 4, almost 5 o'clock in the morning here. Yeah, I woke up very early. So we don't need to punch them because, see, as you can see, when we take this out, you know, the air's already out. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna there, take out all that right there. So the best when you make dough, it's better to make to use the ceramic or the glass because it holds the heat better than the plastic. Okay, so put that away. So in here, this is double my recipe. So in here, we still have to knead them, and we're gonna let it rise again, rest for a little bit, about 30 minutes. And you don't want to put a lot of flour on this. So what we're doing, we're kneading it now because as you can see, I did not knead the first one. So this one, now we're trapping the air. Right? So in this dough, you can use this for different types. You can just do a regular white bread, but on this one, I am going to make this croissant like. So na make Filipino ensaymada. And see, look at that, the air, it's really trapping. Look, so it's really working. So one more. And look at that, it's nice and fluffy now, the dough. See, very easy to work with them. See that? So we're gonna let it sit. See, you can tell. See, the dough have low bubble. Hello guys, thank you for watching. So it's really nice. It feels, elastic. And then you just do that a little bit. And you let it sit for 15 to 30 minutes. You just let it sit there a little bit. Or maybe we're going to do it a little faster so that you guys can see what's really going on. So in here, remember that wrapper, put it back. So what I do so that it doesn't stick, I would put low flour in here on my plastic and then cover it. So we're letting the dough rest for a little bit. So I'm gonna time it. So let's do 15 minutes. So it's gonna grow again. Look at that, it's nice. Ang paggawa ng tinapay, hindi natin bilisan dahil kasi pag bilisan mo, ayun, doon ka manood sa TikTok. Yan. So, we pretend this one's already been resting, okay? So we're gonna make the dough. So on this one, I'm gonna make the okay. So you're gonna flatten it. And you divide it, just like cutting a pie. Hi, Marites, thank you. So some people are very, very they cannot wait. Making breads, it's a time consuming, and also it is, if you do not know, it's a tedious job. So in here, make a bowl of this thing because we're gonna make layers of bread. Martis, naalala mo yung sa, ano, sa Nico, sa Nico Nico noon? Nagawa ng tinapay doon. Ito, iba ito siya. I'm taking this bread to my work. So I'm making this. There. Okay. So now, I'm gonna start from the first one. Put this there. Make a room. Okay, so I have some butter here, softened. So what we're gonna do, there's my knife. Spread some butter here. Okay, we put this in the corner. Oops. Okay. See, now we're gonna layer the dough. And this, we're gonna layer this. There. So you put this on top, so overlay the other one. And then you brush it again. And then repeat. So I found this way, it's better result than I would just do, add this with my dough. It's a little different. So this one, I find this. So I'll show you the result because I already have some bread done. I did, so I have this, the dough, I have this into two, one for croissant and one for ensaymada. There. So what this does, if you guys wondered what is this, why I'm doing this. So we are trying to trap the butter in, obviously, right? But also it gives that nice foamy bread. The one you buy, the white bread or you know, the sweet bread. So that's what this one's all about. So it's about 2 tablespoons at the time of this bread, the layer of this bread. There. This bread, this kind, it's you have to have about 4 hours total of making this bread, because that's why I have to make a lot. Because you know the prep time, the waiting time to rise the dough. So I don't want to sugarcoat. You know this bread could take some time, but that's why I need to be patient doing this. Or you can do the bread machine making the dough and then do this process. And I think that will buy you out 2 hours of your time. There. Almost done, guys. So in here from this, after we finish this thing, and you can divide this dough into two. And I think I still have one croissant. I made this bread yesterday. And I thought, I'll bring some hot bread to my coworkers. Today's April Fool's Day. All right. Almost done. So I have about 1 stick of butter I use. You can do more and you make it really, really flaky. But this one, the intention is to make the inside mother. That's why I'm not gonna do a lot butter, because I could have used a lot more, because I always have butter softened all the time. There. Okay, one more. The reason why I did this video because my coworker were asking me how I made this bread, and so I said I'm gonna make. Some of my coworker too, they're very impatient. They like the video that's doing this, and then everything's done. I want to show this in real life, because I could do the same thing, but I don't want to do that. I guess that's the way. I think that's how you get subscriber. You do that thing, the hand magic thing, and then in real life, really, you are just making, you know, the same amount of work. See, look at that, they're growing. It's just really nice and fluffy and airy. Oh, by the way, guys, you can use this dough to make pizza. This one is a versatile dough. All right, so last one. Just cover this up. And there. So make sure you press that all the time, every time you put layers. So what we're doing, see, the air, you're trapping the air, and you can see that bubbly thing going. All right. So now I'll put flour in there. Okay. And look at that. It's just very nice, very airy. So you just, there. This is like making croissant. There. This took me 2 years to learn how to make this bread. And this one, it will take you only about a couple hours. Make sure you follow what I just did. See? Just fold it. So always lightly flour. Press that. See, that's okay. It tears up. That's okay. Always lightly flour your hand. And then you roll again. And see the air. You can see this dough is gonna be really, really good. So much air trapped inside. So you do this so many, many times. There. And then, yes. So making this, I thought just giving you some idea how tedious to make croissant. So if you see croissant there at the store and you don't want to make it, might as well buy it. But you know, it's hot. It's the satisfaction of, you know, how you make your dough and how you make your bread, knowing that you will know how to do these things. You know, so now we're gonna appreciate the you know, the bakers there. All right. So if you wanna have, you know, business how to make bread and you have that nice oven, you might wanna use it there in the Philippines. Also in my YouTube, there's also, if you don't have the oven, and there's also a recipe how to make cookies without using the oven. And I just did a tutorial on a video for somebody in the Philippines who wants to start a cookie business and, you know, make the cake through without using the oven. There, almost done, guys. So the purpose of this is you need to layer the you know, make sure the butter that we put in, so you still have a little bit so you can see. That one's gonna be all mixed up with the rest of the dough. That. Yeah. And also this kind of recipe, by the way, you can, the pillow dough. This is the one. This is how you make pillow dough. By the pillow dough, you make it really, really thin. And that one's more tedious work than, what you're saying now. But if you want to make nice puff pastry, this is the dough. Okay, just keep layer. A little more, almost done, guys. So I'm just gonna right. So in here, I'm gonna divide this into two dough. One for inside mother, small one, and then this one I want to make this croissant. So in here, going to roll again. That's why you need to have a lot flour ready for this. Okay, so we're just gonna roll it. All right. And then we're gonna let it sit for a little bit. So in this one, same thing, we're gonna roll it, flatten it more. Okay, and we're gonna make a log again. Then just gonna let it sit. See, look at that, it's already growing, this one. And I just put it in, look. That's how quick. That's why you need to be patient. And the dough, look at that. It's already growing quick. So we're gonna go check the one we made. Oh, look at that, it's already double. So I'm gonna put more time on the other one. So in here, we need to flatten it. Oh, there's some. So you should try this at home. See, it's nice and dry now. The dough, look at that right here. Oops. So I'm gonna fold a little more to the other side. See, the more folding you do, the more it is to rise and more flaky. So always light up flour a little bit. That's why it's nice to have this kind of roller. And if you don't have this, you go to the lumber, and they have this, you know, for the curtain rod para sa cortina. Ito po, pwede nyo gagawing ganito. Pwede nyo pa itong ibinta. Gagawa kayo ng ganito. Oops. Alright. Almost done. One more. So now we really need to shape this. Okay. All right. So thank you for tuning in. We are making croissant and ensaymada. So to give that nice flaky, yeah. Make it a little more skinnier so that when we cut, because it's gonna stretch. Oops. So after we cut this, and then you can put your filling in it, like, your jelly. And I have a homemade jelly I made. And we're gonna fill this in. I think I have mango, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put some mango. All right, so it is ready. See, patience is always a virtue. Right. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my jelly. So I think I'm gonna do mango jelly, and also I have, what kind of jelly do you like? I have mango jelly, I have blueberry jelly, and also I have tomato jelly. Yes, it is tomato jelly. Tomato jelly, I got that. I learned how to make that when we lived in Portugal. I think it can go more. Look at that. Just keep stretching, stretching. So we need to get more bread. Okay. All right. If you go get the jelly. So in here, I'm gonna put blueberry, and this one is the tomato jelly. This one is the guava jelly, and this one is the mango jelly. So, all right. So you're gonna do triangle, see, so that you have no dough going to waste. You do this, see that? So you cut like that, and then you cut right there. Just cut like that. So nothing goes to waste. The dough, and see it's nice. So those that right there that you see, it's gonna be all that layer that we fold. So that was the whole idea of folding that. So give that nice dough, flaky dough. Okay. So all this trouble, 12, 12 croissant. Okay, so in here, what you do, make sure that's triangle and that one's skinny. Put that, make sure that one you see. So I hope you'll make this croissant. So you stretch the end. Right, sorry, right there. Okay, so we're gonna start with, we start the blueberry. Oops, right there. I don't want that thing get dirty. So, put tablespoon. Okay, so in here you fold and you sealed it just like you're wrapping candy. Okay, so that it doesn't go away. And then you fold and you just keep rolling it. And you just roll. And there's your croissant. And see, right there. And this is the one you see in the store. And so you can do like that. So I have here, you get my butter here. The butter that peanut. So I use the wrapper. You just right there so that you don't have to. And so we put this here. One croissant. Here you come. So now you're gonna finish this up. Same thing. Just pull, and you can use a little flour there. It doesn't, because it's still sticky. So I think I'm gonna do 2 blueberry. That. Make sure you pull. So if you want to know the recipe how to make this jelly on my YouTube, the title is Jam and Jellin, and there's how to make this recipe, the jelly. Okay, keep flour. There you go. Now I'm gonna do guava. Ooh, doesn't open. There's this one, and see the guava. and then sealed again. It's gonna be a big croissant there. And there you go, see? And see this layer that you see? It's nice. So when you eat this, you let it rise. It gives that nice, foamy. Sometimes, if we get lucky, it can get crunchy. But we didn't put too much of the butter, so it would not be that crunchy. So when I have leftover fruit and we know we're not gonna eat, I put them in the freezer, and then later on I make jelly out of them. That way, I didn't throw anything away. And so look at that nice one. Just keep that nice outside the sun. So this one, we're gonna bake this 375, and I did not preheat the oven yet because this one need to rise about 15-30 minutes. So that's why I said, if you make bread, make sure that you have plenty of time. Make time to make this bread if you wanna really make it. But it is worth it, guys. It's really, really good. I made this yesterday. That's why I woke up early. I don't have to go to work till 11:30 today. So I made that, and I was eating my bread, and then my coworker was watching me. So I said, maybe I'll surprise them since it is April Fool's Day. Usually Rose don't bring food there. So I make them this bread. So it's a nice thing to do since everybody's working hard. A lot of people are, they're furloughed, but we still work. So I'm gonna make 3 guava, right? Down the side. That was nice feeling this. It's nice when you bite it. It's really, really nice, sweet. There. And this one's gonna be a big one. Really nice big. Okay, so now we're gonna do, oops, can do that too. There. This is the tomato. There. So, nice. This is the tomato. Look at that. Nice. Nice jelly. You can taste the tomato, but it's like candy tomato. It's really good. I throw up a lot of people because, when I told them, want some tomato jelly, said, what? I said, yeah, tomato jelly. Portuguese eat them. Okay. So I did this early because I'm filming for my YouTube too. So that's why I was looking at my laptop. I doubt people's awake right now. That's why um, I thought first time I went live on Facebook, I thought I'll share this to you guys too. It is a tedious process how to bake this croissant, but it will be worth it. I'll show you the one I make yesterday. It's the smaller version of croissant. This one's the big one. So there's plenty of them at work. So what's gonna happen today when I go to work? I think they're gonna share. So we're gonna cut this in half so that everybody can have some. Or I think I'm just gonna make that croissant. I wanna make that ensaymada because my coworker, my Filipino coworker, she wanted ensaymada. I'm sure she wants croissant too. So she had to share. So what more of this? Let's see. You guys gotta try this, how to make this jelly because it is really, really good. And you know, tomatoes cheap here in America. And if you're in the Philippines and you're watching right now, you know, in Manila, tomato, it's not that expensive also. There's something different. And, you know, and there's a lot of vitamins in it. So there goes. All right. Almost done. I like making croissants because I know not so many people know how. And also now you know how. Also give that nice satisfaction. Look like a bakery quality. Okay, so now we're gonna do mango. So I still have leftover mango from yesterday. But I'm gonna do mango because my husband really like it. Okay, use this one. That's okay. I'll use this. So there's the mango. See, still get look like a chutney. It's chunky. I'm gonna put more. It was really, really good yesterday, this one. So this one's a little runny. When I make this jam, it's a little runny. So you need to really seal this thing. Okay. There. It's almost done. And so there you go, guys. This is the first batch. Look at that. This is croissant. So we're gonna let it sit for 30 minutes to let it really, really rise. And then we're gonna ignore it. So it look like a nice croissant from the baker. So we'll move on to the other one. So now we can turn this on. Okay. All right. So now this one, I'm gonna make ensaymada. So there. Okay. So this one, so if you're just tuning in, we just made the croissant. And so this is what it looks like. I'll bring the croissant to you. This is what it looks like. So now we're making ensaymada. So I made a log, and so I divided into this much. Right there. So in here, just gonna make sure you don't put it tight because it's gonna grow. In 10 minutes time, this one's gonna grow. Right, so do the same thing. There. Okay, that one's done. So remember this dough. We made this dough. Look, hang on. We should finish this up. Then we can work on that dough. Okay. So if you cannot wait, this is what it looks like. Okay, guys. So this is what it looks like here. So okay, so let's turn this on the light. See, this one's even gonna be much. That one's just inside my bag. Because I'm just gonna give that to one friend and this one, some of my coworkers, and I cut in half. There's about, I think, 50 or less over there. So thank you for watching. If you are tired watching me, that's fine. And so this is the dough that we just made from the beginning, and it's growing. Same thing like the one we just made. It's just the same. So except this one, I didn't put no egg because I want to make this one and see right here. And this is 2.5 cups of flour. That one. And I don't know what kind of bread I'm going to make on this one. So I'm thinking maybe continue on and make more of that croissant because I still have 2 more stick of butter. Oh, maybe I'll do croissant. I'll just do croissant, real croissant. Because I have 2 stick of butter, we're gonna go ahead and use that one. Good morning, guys. We are making bread today. So I'm thinking of making the ensaymada or croissant. It's almost Thank you for tuning in, guys. You are watching Rose Gegner Live. So we're continuing on this the dough we just made an hour ago, and we're still going. So this is like a marathon of making bread. So don't get tired of watching. So now we're gonna make croissant, the real croissant. We're gonna make lots of butter. I'm gonna put it here. So just spray it with that. I think it's the easiest way to make the croissant. You know, the other way is just, you know, some other people are really having a hard time because it can be really messy. Yes, right now it's messy right now in my thing, but it could be messier. So we're gonna do. Um, I put this one. I mean half a stick at the time. So we're gonna do fold this one, okay, and the dough is a little sticky. That's good because I wanted it like that. I don't want it too dry. The one you see in the video, some of them, you know, it's really dry, and that's why you have, the, you know, you really have to have elbow grease doing it. So in this way, so I have somebody ask me how to make this, so that's why I'm doing this. So I thought I'll share this to you also. So this is the dough that we just made from the beginning of this video. Okay, so now we're gonna finish off one of this butter here. So this way, we really get a nice and flaky croissant. So this morning, it's all about croissant and ensaymada. So I made a couple ensaymada for my coworker, and then this one, uh, maybe this one will stay at home. Okay, so fold it again. This way, you know, you didn't get. And this dough, you know, I find this kind of dough like this, it's as easier to maneuver than the regular, you know, when they show you on the other video. So this one, see, it's just easy. The dough is just so friendly. And I know this one rise really good. And see, look at that nice bubble. And so that's the one you want on the dough. For sure, the dough is going to work. So take all this. So it's nice to have the dough scraper because it can clean, take out all that dough, I mean flour we can use towards here. So if you want a flour, make sure it's lightly. Do not add too much flour. Okay, so now we're going to finish up our butter. It's right there. So this is a perfect time to learn how to make this croissant. You know, you're at home, you're full load, you know, you do work. And so it takes a little long, but the result always pretty good. So I'm gonna get some of this stick butter because I have a couple. I always soften the night before, because I know I'm gonna make this today. Okay, I think that's enough. So this one's gonna be nice, buttery, really buttered croissant. All right. So fold again. So use your scraper. If you have scraper, use it out, because it's gonna be a little messy. The butter's still there, so that's why you have a lot of flour besides you all the time. Put this flour here lightly. Yeah. All right. So I'm just gonna keep folding them. See, this dough is really nice because soft, and so it's really easy to work with. There. Okay, and then just keep doing that. The flour again. To my friend, she wanted to learn how to make this. That's why I'm doing this. So now she knows how hard it is. So I'm not trying to discourage you guys, but just in reality, this is what croissant looks like. So you always have about 1 cup of flour on the side with you. So this dough, if you're just tuning in, this is about 2.5 cups of flour. And then I have 1 cup here that I've been working on this dough. Okay, so always like flour, so that it's not too hard for you to work with this croissant, because it can be really, really tedious. Okay, so see if that happened to you, just keep doing that and then press. Make sure you light flour. Okay, so we're doing layer. We're trapping air inside, and so put some flour in this thing. So I made this dough a little soft because I know we're gonna add a little more flour. So that way, it's easy to work, and you can just fold it in your hand. Okay, so put more flour, just lightly, and okay, so there you go. So the butter is gonna come out, time to time. Just gotta be patient, and then keep holding it until all the butter is blending in with the dough, and you'll see. Okay, I just make one earlier today before I tuning in. I already made the dough, and it took me really, really quick. So making this croissant, it's a little harder. It takes a lot of time and patience. Some people, I know, sometimes me too, I get so impatient. Took me a while, long time before I come back to make this croissant. So I gathered my thoughts first, and see, it's getting dry. There's still, a little bit, you can see, butter's still there. So just gonna keep folding and folding. This is the whole idea, and that's why you have that nice croissant, you know. So make sure you flour there. So I thought today I'm gonna tune in a little longer so that you can see the whole process It's not just, you know, because we're stuck with baking, rising the other croissant that's already done. Just need to rise up, and then you get that nice croissant. And the one I made, it's already on. It's got filling inside. Let's do that. See, it's getting dry, and the butter is trapped inside the dough. So you just keep folding it, folding it. So you might have to do this 20 times. And so make sure your hand is prepared for this kind of bread. There. So it's not as wet anymore, as you can see. These sides are still wet. So this is the tutorial, you guys, how to make croissant. If you want to make and be brave and make this, it's not that hard. You just need some patience and invest some patience and your arm. It can be hard for your arm, but the result of you're the one who did it. It's worth. I think to me, I like baking, so it's worth the trouble. Because yes, it is really a trouble to make this croissant. And just a little bit more. See, you can see right there, just a little bit more. So that's why lightly floured, and that's why we made the dough a little wet so that we can work our way up. Almost done, guys. So we are just waiting for the other croissant to shape up and rise up so that we can be baked. Right, so it's really nice. Look at this, very easy to work with. I like this croissant, really, really easy. So in this one, by the way, you can make this as your pillow dough. If you want to do puff pastry, this is the one. So just add a little more butter. So I only did, 1.5 sticks. So maybe do 2 sticks of butter. That's about, every sticks, I think it's about half a cup. So put about 1 cup of butter, and you just, every layer, every fold, as you can see from the beginning, you just, you know, um, brush it on the dough as you fold it, so that's easier that way. Because the other recipe of croissant, it's really, really hard. It's the dough's a little harder to work with. So this one's a little soft. So just follow, you know, what I did from the beginning. If you wanna do croissant, and see, it's nice. They're all blending in now, and this is what you want. So that's why you just have, you know, one flour. We didn't even finish the full cup of flour. That's good. So you want this to really nice and dry. There. So you want as square as you want. Then you know you fold it like that. So I want to fold it more, one more time, before I make this just plain croissant. And you know, when I was in, when we were in France, we stopped by this one bakery and they made this croissant with chocolate. Oh my God, it is so good, delicious. So I might put some chocolate inside here. Also, you can have croissant with pepperoni inside. So we might do that on this one too. So wonderful. So make sure all that butter sits a little soft. And then just dust it with a flour so that, you know, it can dry slowly by slowly. So you want all that there. So let's see this. My coworker's gonna say, geez, we should wake up that early. Because actually I only have, I think, 6 hours sleep. I already woke up. I said, no, I'm gonna go make that croissant so that my friend can copy it. Because, you know, we cannot visit each other. We have different schedule at work. And also, so maybe we need to fold more. It's a little wet still. So you need this thing, you know, nice and fluffy but dry. Okay. Oops, see, it's still sticking. All right. There. It's almost done. It's almost done. I like working with a dough. Give me the satisfaction of I'm doing something. So I think we're gonna finish here, and we're gonna shape this into croissant. So today, I guess this morning, it's all about croissant. Okay? So make sure it's cleared up like that. I got a lot of cleaning to do after this. Okay, so now we got so many layers here. So now I need to go. It's not big enough yet, but if you want to see what they look like, so the bread, this is what the bread's gonna look like, and some of them I shape it like this, and of course the croissant right here. Okay, so right there, it's nice and soft. And this is the one I made yesterday. Um, so to us, this is old now, of course, but the fresh one's always nice and flaky. And if I put this on microwave, it's gonna be nice and flaky back, back. So in here, we're gonna cut it just like croissant, right? Okay. So we're gonna put some, chocolate and also some pepperoni in it. Okay, some are big, some are small. That's okay. So I'm gonna get my chocolate. Hang on there a minute. So in here, so we just decided to do this thing. So in here, we're gonna make like a pizza like. So I still have the sauce and I still have the sausage here. Okay. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna do the chocolate first. So I have their good, nice chocolate. So we do the ends right here. Just put that there. It's big chocolate. Okay, we have to do this again. It looks ridiculous. No, I can't do it no more. Okay, so that's that. And that one. And then this one. So I have to break the chocolate. There. Break more. Okay. So remember, always put low flour in your hand. And then just low chocolate there. Just give that nice white chocolate. But the one I tried in France though, oh, it's a lot chocolate. So when you bit into it, nice chocolate. So do the small one here. Flour in your hand again because the thing's a little wet. So this one stays at home. Right. So in here we're gonna do the pizza. Okay. So I have big pepperoni here. Maybe I'm just gonna leave it not pizza. I'm just gonna leave it like a pepperoni thing. So as we roll the pepperoni, you know what? Let's go put cheese. I'm not gonna put sauce. I don't want to be too messy. Okay. Put cheese in there. So make sure that's skinny and long. So I keep that nice croissant. There you go. It's gonna be a big one. Get this big one right there. Okay, whatever. I think the pepperoni is gonna do it. That's really good. Yeah, this is like it's a big pepperoni, and that's okay. So some of this cheese gonna come out. So I need to find room there for my other croissant because I have there one. It's already growing, and you guys it's gonna be really nice. There, look down. I'm gonna take some of this to work. Cheese. And then some of them I'm gonna sprinkle cheese on top so we know which one's which. Or we can just leave it the way it is and then make the figure out my coworker what they get. Because they might think, it's all about jelly. So, right? Almost guys done. So while we're waiting for this, so we're gonna cook the other ones that's already, because I want you guys to see this real time, how much long, to cook stuff. But we're making a lot though. So while we're making this, we are really rising the other dough. And it's not a really waste of time. Actually, we're being very productive and using time wisely. So this is how long it would make your croissant. Well, you make a lot. But if you make the dough in the machine and then do the croissant, process, the buttered up and stuff, and that should cut you about 2 hours of your time. So I just went live on Facebook just to see how many people come in, and I have some rude people there. And well, that's what you get. You cannot really please everybody. And so I was just starting making my dough, and they really said, hurry up, I'm hungry. And so I know that was a joke, but still, it was not okay. It was not nice. So this is like a public service showing people because you can really make business out of this. Um, I could have, but too much work for me, and I'm getting old. So we're gonna bring in our old. It's already riced up, so I need one egg. I think I still have egg. No, I'll just use this. Okay. So do this. And do that. Wash my hand. So I brush it. We're gonna brush. So usually I would do egg wash, but this one's just regular eggs. You get more in-depth color on this to do this than you do egg wash. So this is what, wow, look at this. Looks so pretty, you guys. Look at that, double the size. And that's why you need to be patient. And so now we're gonna brush it off gently because you don't want this one to wake up and they go small. And it's nice to have egg wash. So this one, all this have jelly. Okay, so this takes about 15 minutes to cook to 20 minutes or until golden brown. And you want that nice dark color brown. When I make croissant, I don't like being really, really dark, but I think this one, I want this one. Just like in the bakery, make it really, really dark. So we're gonna use same pan for those guys too. And I really hope that I have enough time here because that one will rise up and I might have to ruin that because I ran out of pan. No, I'm gonna use a pizza pan. I'm gonna do it. That's right. Forgot I have pans. Pizza pan. Right? It's almost done. In there too long now, so I know, guys, it is really, really, this is the real life, how you make your croissant. And I want to show you how to do this, real time. This is not TikTok or other, recipe that they do magic, but in real life, this is what you really want. I know it takes, you want this just magic and then put this in the oven. See, that's why, when you make the tool, do not make it too close because you're not going to see the separation of the dough. Now you see it's really nice. And this one, we don't want this one brown. We want light brown. And we put sugar on top. And always put egg wash on your baked stuff. It gives that nice satisfaction that you've done it. And, so this is the long version. This is the longest version of how to make bread. Because we've done a lot of different types of bread. So this is like the marathon of how to make bread. All right, so in here, I'm going to sprinkle sugar right here. But if you don't want sugar, that's okay. The dough is sweet. So you want, because this is ensaymada, you want to have the sugar. And then when it's done, we're going to, brush it with lots of, um, butter spread. This way, see, these ones have enough to rise even more. All right. So that's that. Now, remember this one also. So now this one, I have to I need to brush right here. And this one's gonna stick. This baking pan is really, really old, you guys. This is like almost cool. This one, I'm gonna sprinkle cheese because I want this one cheesy. See that? So this is just like pizza. I braided the dough. The same dough I made from the croissant. So it is a croissant bread with, it's a twirl. It's a little different. So I have here, should be okay. All right. So now we're just gonna let this rise. So best result of a croissant, I let it rise for 30 minutes or a little longer. Okay, so now alternate them so that we don't, you don't want them. So just want to give that nice and big brown color. And we want this to look like the one in like the bakery is from the scratch and from the beginning to the end. And there's a lot thing to see, to make this the the whole croissant thing. It's really cool because if you really pay attention and then one day there's a young couple asked me if them how to make this, making bread, different types of bread because one day they want to be a baker. So I thought this is the beginning of that lesson for them. And so I thought I share this to you too because I'm pretty sure you have a machine, and I know not all people know how to make bread. And because it took me long, so I have a lot. I always have a lot of flour here. So I have whole bucket, as you can see. So I have this butter. This is for when that ensaimadas done. So as you can see, I already showed you. This is what the ensaimada grew up with this thing, and it's always nice. So this is the one I made yesterday, and still look at that, and still really nice and soft. But fresh ensaimada is the best. Just of course, any kind of bread, always the best to have fresh ensaimada, fresh bread. So now I'm gonna clean up all of that. Look at that in that cube. So let me turn around the thing. So yun, because I got my antivirus start to restart. So I'm gonna click wait an hour. So we should be done by then, I hope. That you guys looks so cool. Humongous. Look at that. Alright. So I'm gonna put this 200. So it's nice and cool. So just tune in, and then while I'm cleaning, put stuff away. So you're watching live how to bake that bread. So we are making croissant. Oh, there's my lamp. So that's 50 minutes. It's not cooked yet. So another looks so cool. All right, so let me clean up. And so we did a lot of bread. This is not a lot damage. Look at that. There's not much. Oops. Let's see. Camera. Guys. See. So when I clean, I use the paper for this. Lucky me, I have, see that? So I just got the whole the flour, excess flour. So I didn't really use that much flour, and there's not much, flour got wasted. So this is it, and that's why I love my countertops, because I know one day I'm gonna use this for this. Because I like to um, make my dough, and so as you can see right there, I put this in the trash, and see, only about 1/4 cup got wasted. All that, all that bread that we make. It's almost done cleaning. So I still have time to go take a rest before I go to work. And the co-workers gonna have fresh bread. See, this month's my birth month, and I thought we'll start with a big bang making bread for my co-workers. Yeah. So put this. Oh, there you are. I was looking for this. So all my bread is tied up and clean. And so this is the bread that you're looking at that we are making. And so we put a little, you know, all the way in different level the croissants we are making. The croissant, we put this away. So you're looking at inside mother bread. So you're tuning in from the beginning to the end how to make the bread, even including cleaning. So my computer is full of flour. Okay, hold on. So I'm gonna swap. So cannot wait to show you the finished product. Clean up and then see the finished product in this long video. I think it's about 3-hour video, is it? Let's see, how long is this? It is really, really long. So no chat. Then we're gonna put this. Where's my towel? Oh yeah. Here's that you can see the finished product. So I'm gonna eat this one. Mm. Almost. As you can see here, see, you look at that. Look at that. You are looking live cooking the croissant. Thank you for tuning in, Rose Gegner. So the beginning of this, making the croissant, look at that, it's just so pretty. The other side, you know, the oven, it's not even. And so you really have to move around this thing. So let me move you around. See, look. Right, let me move this around. Oh, where's that? Oh, there you are. So you can see the first batch, what they look like. And it is really cool, you guys. It's worth waiting and, you know, put the time and effort to watch this video because you see it when you watch this and from the beginning, you're going to see how it makes, you know, how long it makes. And this is like a tutorial how to make this dough. And then we created a croissant out of this, three types of bread. But the method, it's like making croissant or peludo. So almost done. We have a couple more minutes, so we just need to brown the bread really, really good. And so you can see, all right, so hang on a minute. Almost done, you guys. So guys, it's almost time. The bread is gonna come out. So we have here our dough. So they're rising right now, and I already egg wash them, and so we are just waiting for these guys to rise up and make room for the oven for the next batch. So we made a lot of croissant today. Yeah, today is the marathon of croissant. How to make the bread? This is just universal dough that you can make different types of bread, and this is how long it will take for you to make the bread. And so if you make the bread, make sure you make a lot because it is a time consuming. So now you more appreciate the bakers that will, you know, that you see in the bakery. So in here, there you go. See that? Okay, so there you go, guys. All right, so that's the one. So I need to put this up and give room for the other dough so that we don't have to wait and waste the 2 minute electricity. Lucky me, I have so I have here. Uh, I want that there because that one doesn't need as much heat, and I want this guy right here. Yeah, right there. All right. So that's the one. That's in. So in here, as you can see, look at that. How pretty is that? See, this is what you being patient. This is what's the product, and you know, in Philippines, you know, kung may tiyaga, may nilaga. Ito yung mga nilaga niyo po. Ito. Ayun. Ito mo, ang ganda. There. So it's really nice and soft. Look at that bouncing. Look at that. You can see. So this is the, all of this, it's jelly that I made. So it filled in with jellies. And so to finish the product, we don't have to wait for the other ones. If you want, so I think we're gonna go ahead and wait for the other one. So I'm gonna finish the other unlive, and so we can shorten this video from the other one. Right in here. Thank you for tuning in, guys. And there's the product. So This one, oh, so really, really nice. And look at that. Look at that. Oh, the jelly is still too gooey. Look, but I need to take them out now before they get dried up. And then, whoopsie, they stuck to the pan. So I have to loosen them up now. So when you have this, make sure that you loosen up because, see, when they cool down, they become really, really hard. And you don't want to ruin your nice hard work for some. Look at that. Oops. But we're gonna open one so that you can see before we signed off. Look at that, just nice. So imagine this, making this for your family, and you know what's in it. You know everything is homemade. It's so, you know, look at that, just nice, really nice. So you can keep this longer in the oven to make it more dark, like the bakers. But I have some dough over there that I need to put it in right away, or else, if you over-rise your dough also, they become disformed and it doesn't look as pretty. So that's why, there's time, how to do this thing. And look at that. It's just so pretty. There. Okay. All right. So, need to do that there. Let it air out because when those caramel from the jelly dry out, they become hard to take out your bread. So that's why I need to do this. Oh, and look at that nice blueberry. Look at that. That's for me. Delicious. So we're gonna open the mango. Yeah, this is mango. And look at that. It's just nice. And look at the dough because remember that we did the flaky. Look at that. All that kneading with the folding. And this is what's the product of folding. Oops. Hot. That's hot. And so that's why I say your inside mother turn out good because of that. I want to take that one. Ooh, hot. So look at that. So this is what's all about. Where is that one? Okay. So see that? Soft bread. Got that nice and flaky. Get that there. Ooh, hot. So thank you for tuning in. And I hope you'll make this. And I know it took a long, long time. This is just a marathon. How to make your bread. And thank you for watching. To those people who's being very patient, thank you very much. And for those who's not, thank you also very much. And I hope you don't get tired of watching my videos. Thank you, guys.